Welcome back to USA Coin, where we dive into the fascinating world of American coins. Today, we're taking a deep look at one of the most popular and widely collected coins in U.S. history, the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter Dollar. These special coins were minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the United States of America. And while millions were made, not all are created equal. In this video, we're going to explore the full history behind the Bicentennial Quarter, what makes it special, the different varieties that exist, and most importantly, how much these coins are worth today. Let's start with the history. The Bicentennial Quarter was introduced as part of a larger celebration of America's 200th year of independence from British rule. To mark this major milestone, Congress authorized a special redesign of the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins. Instead of bearing the usual dates of their minting years, these coins were dual-dated with 1776 to 1976 to honor the founding of the nation. The design on the reverse of the quarter was changed from the traditional eagle to a colonial drummer boy, designed by Jack L.R., who won a national competition to design the reverse of the coin. In the background of the design, there's a victory torch encircled by 13 stars representing the original colonies. The obverse still features George Washington, but the date beneath his bust reads 1776 to 1976 instead of a single year. These quarters were struck between 1975 and 1976, and interestingly, no quarters were minted with the date 1975. All quarters from those 2 years bear the 1776 to 1976 dual date. The coins were minted in massive quantities by the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced copper nickel-clad circulation coins, while the San Francisco mint produced both proof and uncirculated versions in 40% silver, intended for collectors. Because of this variety, the Bicentennial Quarter comes in several forms: standard circulation strikes with no mint mark or a D mint mark, proof strikes with an S mint mark in copper nickel-clad, and 40% silver versions in both proof and uncirculated finishes, also with an S mint mark. Now let's talk about value. Most of these quarters that you find in circulation today, those with no mint mark or a D mint mark, are generally worth face value, which is 25 cents. This is because they were produced in extremely high numbers. Over 1.6 billion were struck. However, there are still several varieties and conditions that can increase the coin's value significantly. For example, uncirculated coins in pristine mint state condition, especially those graded MS-66 or higher by a grading service like PCGS or NGC, can fetch a few dollars, sometimes up to $20 or more, depending on the quality and luster. If you happen to have a 1776 to 1976 quarter that was struck on a 40% silver planchet, especially the proof or uncirculated version from San Francisco, it's definitely worth more than face value. These silver coins typically sell for around $5 to $10, but again, higher-grade examples can bring in much more. Proof coins, especially deep cameo examples, graded PR69 or PR70, can fetch anywhere from $15 to over $100, depending on the market. One thing collectors look for is errors and varieties. Some bicentennial quarters have been found with striking errors, such as double die obverses, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. These error coins can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to several hundred, depending on the nature of the error and the condition of the coin. There's also the Type 1 and Type 2 variety among the silver-clad proofs. Type 1 has a low-relief reverse design with thick letters, while Type 2 has a sharper, clearer design. The Type 2 is usually more desirable and can carry a premium. Another key factor in the value of any coin is its condition. Coins that have been kept in original mint packaging or stored properly without being touched are far more valuable than those that have been circulating in people's pockets for decades. If you want to determine the value of your bicentennial quarter, you should first check for a mint mark, then assess the coin's overall condition. Look for scratches, luster, and sharpness of detail. If it looks especially clean or unusual, it may be worth having it professionally graded. So, is the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial quarter worth a fortune? In most cases, no, but there are definitely exceptions. While the majority of these coins won't buy you more than a candy bar, collectors still love them for their historical significance, unique design, and nostalgia. They're also a great entry point into the world of coin collecting because they're so accessible. And if you get lucky and come across a silver version, a high-grade proof, or a rare error, you could be holding something worth far more than 25 cents. In summary, the bicentennial quarter is a beautiful and meaningful piece of American numismatic history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who found a shiny quarter in your change, it's a coin worth holding on to. Thanks for watching USA Coin. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our upcoming deep dives into more rare and valuable coins. Leave a comment below if you've got a bicentennial quarter or if there's another coin you'd like us to cover. See you in the next one.